Philip Hammond and George Osborne were accused of plotting to sabotage Brexit over a lobster lunch after the 2016 EU referendum, unearthed reports reveal. Prime Minister Boris Johnson has awarded Philip Hammond a peerage, despite the former Chancellor's attempts to bring down the government. Mr. Hammond was among the 21 rebel MPs who had the Conservative Party whip withdrawn last year, after voting to block a no-deal Brexit. When the list of peerages was announced in February, several ministers criticised the decision to propose Mr. Hammond. A cabinet minister told The Telegraph, "He tried to bring down the government. It should not be automatic just because you were Chancellor." Once one of Theresa May's closest political allies, Mr. Hammond was the most prominent Remainer in the cabinet from the very start, and in being so, he inevitably drew the ire of many Brexiteers in his party. As the row over his peerage continues, unearthed reports reveal how he was accused of plotting to sabotage Brexit over a lobster meal with his predecessor, George Osborne. The two were spotted at Carafini, near Sloane Square in Chelsea. A witness said, "They were huddled together, they seemed slightly conspiratorial. They were talking animatedly but seriously. And they were in no rush to leave. Time didn't seem to be an object. It was a very long lunch." Their meeting, as reported by the Daily Mail in 2017, came after the former Chancellor angered colleagues by saying it would have been irresponsible to release cash for a hard Brexit in an article. There was said to be anger in Number 10 at Mr. Hammond's obtuse approach to leaving the EU at the time. Mr. Osborne also was said to have a personal vendetta against former Prime Minister Theresa May and reportedly told friends that he would not rest until she was chopped up in bags in my freezer. One government advisor said the former Chancellor and Mrs. May couldn't bear to be in the same room together. Mr. Osborne was sacked by Mrs. May in 2016 and was widely suspected of coordinating opposition to Brexit from outside government. Mr. Hammond rejected claims that he was trying to undermine Britain's withdrawal from the EU and insisted it was absurd to suggest he was talking down the economy.